Hello, welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. So, the big topic here is the Batman in trouble? Is it in major, is there a major problem going on? Are the sequels in jeopardy as per this headline? Well, there's a lot of rumours circulating. I'm here to tell you I've actually got some people that I know that are actually working directly on this film. And they know, well, I know exactly where these rumours have come from. And it's a really funny case of Chinese whispers. So we'll get to that in a second because it is genuinely funny, and you can see how these things start to spiral out of control. But it's important to note that where these rumours are coming from are American-based, and if you don't know and you're not, UK-based, we've actually been having some really bad storms. And all these rumours come from the results of storms. And I know it sounds super dumb, but it's actually it's genuinely the truth. And I'm going to tell you a whole bunch of shooting schedules for the Batman that are coming up, because I'm aware of where they're shooting and how they're shooting and where this particular rumour came from. So that's what we're going to be discussing today. Guys, if you didn't see yesterday's video, I'll leave it linked above, but I've announced my Lovecraft film, and yes, I am crowdfunding for it. Check out that video, I pitch it to you, but if you want to head directly to the GoFundMe, it's linked down below. Your help would mean the world to me. Whilst Hollywood is having issues making movies, I am going out and trying to make some content for you guys, so check it out if you want original content, I guess. Now, this all started because of reports a while ago. I think they were originally with Vanity Fair, if I remember rightly, saying that Robert Pattinson wasn't working out. Now, when I had originally heard that news, I did a video on it and I said, look, if you're being paid to work out, you should work out. I think we can all agree with that. That's not exactly a stretch. But that being said, having seen the trailer for the Batman and things like that, I think he suits the role. I'm a big proponent of the Batman and this movie and the concept and the tone that they're going for. I think it looks really, really good. So, having said all the things that I've done before in videos, I'm always happy to say when I'm wrong, and I think I was firmly wrong on, him not being good or whatever. I still think if you're being paid to work out, you should work out. Again, that's not really a stretch for anyone to sort of come to the conclusion of. But that's where the rumours started to circulate, right? They started to come from that initial thing, saying, well, it's in trouble because he's not working out, he's being difficult. He's the problem. He is the problem on set, right? Then there's new rumours saying that his diagnosis of coronavirus, right? Because they originally shut down for 2 weeks. That diagnosis was apparently bogus, right? That's what the new rumours are saying. Because apparently it's all to do with him not working out and him being very difficult on the set of the Batman. Now, actors being difficult on set, that's nothing new, right? That is nothing to be hugely surprised about. Okay, so I'm not going to say that there's no validity to that, but the rumor comes from, it comes from Doomcock, right, on YouTube, and he says very specifically to take it with a grain of salt. It's all rumors. He can't verify it. Okay, well, I can verify where these rumors have originated from, because it corroborates with information from the storm and how things have been going and what they've been doing on set from people I know that are actually working in the film. They are in the film. So, the original report from Doomcock says that, I think it was on October 1st or something like that, that's when he started to get new information that they're being difficult on set, they can't do this, they can't do that, and it's going to be shut down again soon, right? So, where this comes from is a storm. So in the UK, we've got this storm, Storm Alex. And obviously on the lead up to a storm, you get really bad weather. You get really, really bad weather. And if you don't know you're not going to know if you're not in the UK, geographical locations of the UK, south obviously is warmer and typically better weather. The further up north you go, the weather starts to get worse. And they are shooting, and they have been shooting, up north. They've been shooting in Liverpool and places like that, right? Again, they've even been in Scotland, actually. So they've been really up north. I think they were in Scotland, Edinburgh. So they've been all over the place. Now, recently, there was a shoot planned, an evening shoot, a nighttime shoot, around the time, because I've watched Doomcock's video, around the time he states he got information from his sources that there was massive problems on the set of Batman. Now, everything that I'm going to tell you is going to make sense as to how these Chinese whispers, you know, that being passed around has probably led to this, okay? So what happened was they had this massive shoot planned, and it was a really, really big shoot, right? Big shoot, lots of extras, lots of people working on board. Lots and lots and lots planned. But they couldn't get the shot due to the weather, because again, we have a storm in the UK, and it's been quite bad actually. It's been pretty bad. As storms go, we've had worse, but yeah, pretty bad enough to cause issues. So they had a couple hundred people that couldn't go out and do what they were being paid to do. And because of coronavirus, they were forced onto coaches, right? Bearing in mind this is a whole few evenings shoot, okay? They were forced onto coaches, so big buses, and they were in little bubbles. And I know this sounds super dumb, but this is how they're working on set at the moment. They were in little bubbles, and they could not talk to each other, and they just had to sit there doing nothing, waiting to find out if they could go out and film what they were supposed to film because of the weather. Now, that happened exactly around the same time he is saying he got this information. So when I heard this, and I also saw friends of the channel Midnight's Edge did a video on this, I immediately reached out to Andre. I said, Andre, mate, I know exactly what's going on here. I know exactly what's caused this. This was last night. I was going to do a video on it, but it got too late. So that is exactly what's happened. Now, there is another shoot planned, Warner Studios, and there are 2 weeks worth of major shooting planned, taking us through to the 25th of October. That's all this month, right? That's how much they're planning to shoot in advance. We already know it. They've hired people out. They've hired the studio spaces. The outside areas are all cornered off. It's all good to go. So if those shoots take place, this is nonsense. This is absolute nonsense. And last I'd heard, that is what's happening. That is the case. That is what's going on. Now, each time these actors go there, they have to come back and self-isolate away from people, whether they're extras or not. And they are, you know, they go through this process. It's a really strange time, all this coronavirus nonsense, because normally, if you have, you know, a shutdown on set in terms of not being able to get the shots due to weather, which again, we're in October in the UK, weather's really shit. Like, it's not good. It's got cold rapidly. It's got dark really quickly. Like, it's pitch black at 7 o'clock at night. And the weather's turned massively. Like, it's proper autumnal. But normally, you'd be able to just mill around, talk to one another, get food, just chill out. Now, you have to, you're cooped up close together, but also separated in a bubble. You can't talk to one another. So there's a lot of disgruntled people that have led to this conclusion. And just being passed around, oh, I had a real, we couldn't get the shots, oh, you know, there's real big issues. And then people talk how annoying it was, etc., etc. And then it just spirals out of control. But there you go, there's no major problem with the Batman. Not from my sources anyway, who are actually working on it. And they're scheduled to keep working on it. Again, right the way through to the 25th of October. That's confirmed, legit, done, verified. So there you go. Please do let me know your thoughts on all this down below. I'm not trying to crap on anyone, right? I'm not trying to say, oh, Doomcock's a dumbass or anything like this, because that's not what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say, hey, he's even said he can't verify it, but I know that has actually happened. Like, I can verify this. That is what has occurred in terms of when he said he got the sources, his information from, the dates, it lines up exactly with the information I have from someone I know that's working on the film. So there was hundreds of disgruntled people because they were just sat there. They couldn't even talk to one another. Super pain in the arse. So I get it. But if I have any more information in the coming weeks, then I will let you guys know. But like I said, they're shooting right the way through to the 25th of October and then beyond as well. So if those shoots take place, this is not the case at all. So I'd love to hear your thoughts. Please do let me know down below in the comments. Like I said at the start, I am making another film. It's a Lovecraft-inspired film. It's actually an exploration of depression and suicide. So it has quite deeper themes than Black Fields does. So check the link out down below. You might enjoy it, and you might want to support me. But anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. I've been Mr. H. Take care.